Hello again, guys, gals, how you doing today? Hope well. And this is video number 2 for today of a new knife I just received. This one was a long time coming, and I've seen a couple other videos online. Some great stuff. This is a custom frame lock flipper folder by a man named Dustin Turpin. Really nice guy. Very nice guy. And like I said, I waited for a while for this particular knife. This is called his Logic. And it has a few more embellishments than his straight across flippers that he does. Plain Jane, if you will. So what I asked for on this particular model, this is called, he calls it a hammer forged titanium frame. And then he does a thing called lava scale or tiger stripe. This is more of the tiger stripe than the lava scale. You can see the attention to detail he did on this thing, and the color that I'm seeing is a little bit, that I'm seeing through the video, seems to be a little bit lighter than what it actually is. It's kind of dark, bronzish. Just awesome, man. Just awesome. It's got a integral half back spacer, quarter back spacer with a lanyard pin. Thing doesn't move at all. A couple things you might notice off the bat. No stop pin. It has an inner stop pin. 3 screws holding the frame together, which is great. Again, his attention to detail is awesome. The lines of the knife follow the frame, open and closed, you'll see. Good strong detent in it. Flipper works great. The bearings he's using in here, well, he does two. He offers an IKBS and then some thrust washer bearings. And I originally asked him for the IKBS, and he recommended the thrust. He says it's easier to maintain if I had to pull the knife apart for whatever reason. You know, you wouldn't lose all the little ball bearings and stuff. So I said, all right. He does a couple different grinds. Dustin does. This thing is so very smooth. So very smooth. Just one little, you don't even have to flick your arm or anything. Just flicks right open. So this has a stonewash blade. And if I can get a little macro on there, you can see his grind. He calls this a compound grind. I didn't even know about it until he accidentally sent me a picture of one. Like, hey, what's that? Because I love the thick tips. I mean, it's so thick. But you can see, so it's hollowed out. And then it has some more substantial girth here. So he holds that tip all the ways down. Great, great knife. Great feeling knife. I love this thing, man. Love it. Don't love mini knives. Haven't found anything wrong with it yet. Hope not to. The steel is a Bowler N690. So it has some, I think it has got more boron in the steel. Very corrosive resistant. Strong Rockwell. Holds a superior edge. And Dustin tells me with the acid wash makes it that much more resistant to corrosion. Me being the paranoid type I am, I threw some mil-spec Tough Glide on it. Can't hurt it. I also, it was so smooth I almost thought the pivot was loose. But it's not. So I was playing around with it last night. He did not Loctite it, so I threw some blue Loctite on the pivot, pulled it out just for my own thrills. You see the cutout here. All the lines are very smooth. Lockup. Good 25%. I can push on it a little bit. As was mentioned in other videos, or at least one other video that I saw on the logic that Dustin does, is he cuts this out a little bit, which allows you to, you don't need to get into the frame. I mean, it's so smooth it'll flip, but it's just little things like that when custom makers do that really make them stand out from others. You can see he even did his hammer forge and carving on the pocket clip. Blade is right around 3 inches. It's about the same size as a large Sabenza. That one I really limp-wristed, but very, very nice in hand. Some flippers with this part coming down and the way that frames are built tend to get in the way where you can't choke up. You can really choke up on this. It's good, strong jimping here. Gloves or without gloves. It's not too aggressive. You can feel it. It bites quite a bit, but it doesn't hurt. So, and just so I can give you I just did a video on this one, of course, just to give you a size comparison. These two knives. Sorry. So, they're close. This is heavy. I haven't weighed it. I'm guessing it's close to, it's probably about 5 ounces, I'm thinking. Just thick. The blade is so heavy on it, which really assists with the flipping. I mean, that's why you don't need to put anything on it for it to come out. It's because it does have a real strong detent on it. You can't shake this open. I mean, if I really tried, I could probably fling it. I haven't tried it yet, but it's got a real good, sticky. See how it just falls in there, but it's not going anywhere. So he is still taking orders, and his correspondence with me was wasn't bad. I wish I would have had a little bit more. He got tied up, I guess, with some personal issues, and it took him a while to get this to me. But he really stood out. He didn't even charge me to do the hammer forged or the lava scale, and he charges extra for the grind. Actually, well, I paid for the hammer forge, but the lava scale work and the compound grind he did for free, which I thought was very admirable. Thank you, Dustin, if you do end up watching this video. Just fantastic work. Well worth the wait. It wasn't that long. I'm just impatient. So, anyhow, there it is. It's the Dustin Turpin Logic. Hot hammer forged, compound grind, acid wash blade with lava scale. Thanks for watching.